Yeah, Afro Asiatic. Yeah, of Shemitic descent. Yeah, Uziyahu. Yeah.
Shalom, shalom. We're Afro Asiatic Hebrew presents the 6 Phylums of Afro Asiatic by Uziyahu Ben Yehuda. We are Afro Asiatic Shemitic. We're Afro Asiatic Hebrew, AAH, and we're Edenic Shemitic Israelite, ESI, by Uziyahu Ben Yehuda. All right, let's go into the 6 Phylums of Afro Asiatic. 1, we have Ometic, 2, Chadic, 3, Berber, 4 is Cushitic, 5 is Shemitic, and 6 is Egyptian. Now, one key person that's connected to Afro-Asiatic is Noah, because Noah had 3 sons. He had Ham, Shem, and Japheth. And so the world basically consists of Hamitic, Shemitic, and Japhethic descent. But when we talk about Afro-Asiatic, out of the 3 sons of Noah, 2 sons are connected. You have Ham and Shem. So Ham and Shem are basically Afro-Asiatic. Now let's look at the son of Ham. So Noah, son Ham, had 4 sons, which is Cush, which is the Ethiopian, the Hamitic Ethiopians, Mizraim, which is Kemet, the Egyptians, Put, which is the ancient Libyans and / Somalians, and Canaan, which are the Canaanite nations. Now, let's look at Cush. So Noah's sons Ham had a son Cush. So this is Noah's grandson. So Cush and Mizraim are Noah's 2 grandsons. So check this out, y'all. So you have Cush, which are the Hamitic Ethiopians, right? And the Cushites, or the Hamitic Ethiopians, would be Oromo or Oromia, which is Eastern Cushitic. And you got Somalia, which is Eastern Cushitic. So Oromo and Somali, they're very connected and similar in history, look, and even language. And as we see in this phylum, because they're from number 4, the Cushitic phylum of the Afro-Asiatic. So Oromos and Somalis, they're Afro-Asiatic, they're Eastern Cushitic. Okay? But remember, Cush is one of the grandsons of Noah. So Oromia and Somalia will be Noah's like great-grandchildren. Not great, but some of his great-great-great-great-grandchildren. So Noah, son Ham, had a son Cush, and from Cush, you have his great-grandchildren, which would be Oromia and Somalia. All right? Now let's look at Noah's son. Noah's son, Shem. Also Shem, you had Shem, but you had Sumeria, or the Sumerians from Mesopotamia. That's connected to Shem. So you have Shem, it would be Sumeria, but Sumeria. So the Sumerians are connected to Shem. So in the research, another word for Shem is Sumeria. All right. So you have Noah's son Shem. You have the Central Shemitic and you have Southern Shemitic. So Central Shemitic, you have Arabic and the Hebrew language and people. So 1, you have the Afro-Arab and you have the Afro-Palestinian. And 2, you have the Afro-Asiatic Hebrews. So the Afro-Arab, the Afro-Palestinian, and the Afro-Asiatic Hebrews, we are Central Shemitic. So we're Afro-Asiatic and we're Central Shemitic. We're number 5. And that's Noah's son. All right, and you have Southern Shemitic. You have the Shemitic Ethiopians, Eritreans. So the Shemitic Ethiopians would be 1, Amharic Ethiopian, and 2 would be Tigrinya Eritrean. And Amharic Ethiopia and Tigrinya Eritrean, they are considered Habasha. So when you hear Habasha, those are the Shemitic line. They're Afro-Asiatic, but they're Shemitic. So when you hear Habasha, that's Ethiopians the Shemitic Ethiopians, the Shemitic Eritreans, mostly Amharic Ethiopian, Tigrinian, Eritrean, and even Tigray as well. You know, so I'm gonna dive in a little bit deeper into those, but from what I know I've interacted with the Amharic Ethiopians and the Tigrinian Eritreans. That's why I put them down. So I just put down who I have interacted with. Of course, I'll go into more depth studies later on. But let's look at the chart. So out of the 6 phylums of Afro Asiatic, which is Ometic, Chadic, Berber, Cushitic, Shemitic, and Egyptian, 2 are the phylums of Afro Asiatic, which is Cushitic and Shemitic, right? So Noah's actual son is Shem, and then Noah's 2 grandsons is Cush and Egypt. Okay, so Noah's son Shem, and then you have Noah grandson Cush and Egypt. So you have the Shemitic, Central Shemitic, that's Afro-Asiatic Hebrew, Afro-Arab, Afro-Palestinian, and then you have the Shemitic, Southern Shemitic. You have the Amharic Ethiopian, and you have the Tigrinian Eritrean, and then you have the Cushitic, Eastern Cushitic. You have the Oromo, Oromia, and Somalia. Now, like I said, Noah's son is Shem. You know, you got Sumeria, Mesopotamia. Noah's first grandson, Egypt, Kemet, Mizraim, which is Ham. And you got Noah's second grandson, Ethiopia, Cush, which is Ham. Now, with Afro-Asiatic Hebrew, we also make flags. So you see the Eastern Cushitic, we have Somalia, Oromo, and we have the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew, Somalia flag, Oromia flag. We have the official Afro-Asiatic Hebrew flag. That's our official flag, the red, black, and green. And we have the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew, Afro-Arab / Afro-Palestinian flag. Then we have the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew Southern Shemitic flag, which is the Amharic Ethiopian Afro-Asiatic Hebrew flag. And we have the Tigrinian Eritrean, the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew flag. Now, when you look at these flags, you see the different colors of the nations. Like you see Somalia, you see the blue color. Now, none of these flags, we're not trying to replace, downgrade, or disrespect these nations' sovereign flags. What these flags represent first, these flags represent, when you see the Somalian flag, and in the middle is the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew seal. And what you see, you're going to see a golden circle. You're going to see the Shema, Deuteronomy or Devarim, Deuteronomy 6, 4-6, and you see the golden menorah with a white background. So that's the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew seal. So the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew seal is on the color of the Somali flag, on the color of the Oromo flag, the color of the red, black, and green, the African American or the Afro-American flag. We have the black, red, and green. Those are the Afro-Arab, Afro-Palestinian colors. You have the green, yellow, and red. Those are the Ethiopian colors. And you have the green, red, and blue, and gold. And those are the Eritrean Tigrinian colors. You know what I'm saying? So basically what I did, I have the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew seal on these nations' flags because the Afro-Asiatic Hebrews, we were scattered to all nations across the 4 corners of the earth. And so what's happening, we're having an awakening. First, you have an awakening in America. So you have the red, black, and green, the African American flag. The red, black, and green, those colors represents from West Africa to the islands to North and South America. All of us from the transatlantic slave trade, it represents us. All right. The black, red, and green, the Afro-Arab, Afro-Palestinian, it represents the indigenous Arabs, the Afro-Arabs, and the indigenous Afro-Palestinians. So I just want to show that. Okay, now, first the flag represents the children. Like you may have a Somali parent and you may have a Afro Asiatic Hebrew or AKA African American parent. This flag represents those children. It represents their existence. It represents who they are. It represents that they are Afro Asiatic Hebrew, but they're also Somali. So they might have a father that's African American or AKA Afro Asiatic Hebrew, and their mother might be Somali. You know, the mother might be Oromo, and the father may be Afro Asiatic Hebrew. The mother might be Ethiopian, and the father may be Afro Asiatic Hebrew. The mother may be Eritrean Tigrayan, and the father may be Afro Asiatic Hebrew. So these flags represent the different nations. But the red, black, and green, it represents who Afro-Asiatic Hebrews are. So that's our official flag to let you know. The so-called African Americans, we're Afro-Asiatic Hebrews. We come from ancient Israel. You know, we are Mado. We are Garachu. We are Selim. Selimti or Selim. We are Tekor. We are Shakor. We are Aswad. You know, so that's who we are. So it's just these flags are representing first those children. They may have a Afro-Asiatic Hebrew parent, or a Somali parent, or a Romo parent, or Afro-Arab, Afro-Palestinian parent, or an Ethiopian Amharic parent, or a Tigrayan parent. So these flag represents those children. Also, these flags, it represents the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew support, alliance, and friendship with Somalia, with Oromo, with the Afro-Arab, the Afro-Palestinians, with the Amharic Ethiopians, and with the Tigrayan Eritreans, right? But the flag on the reverse, it also represents the support of Somalis to Afro-Asiatic. So if you're Somali and you support Afro-Asiatic Hebrew, if you're Oromo and you support and you are friends and you are allies with Afro-Asiatic Hebrew, if you're Afro-Arab, Afro-Palestinian, you support Afro-Asiatic Hebrew. If you are Amharic Ethiopian or Ethiopian, you support Afro-Asiatic Hebrew. If you are Tigrayan Eritrean, you support Afro-Asiatic Hebrew. That's what these flags represent. And if you are African American and you support Afro-Asiatic Hebrew, so that's what the flag represents. First, it represents the parent. Second, it represents our support, the Afro-Asiatic Hebrew alliance and support with you all. Third, it represents that country or those people support with us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the flag, and it's not to take away or replace someone's sovereign flag. No, but it shows you, is letting the country know that you have this population, you have this community in your country or scattered abroad. So we're giving them recognition, we're giving them love, and we're giving them respect. So if you would like to purchase one of these flags, you want to check it out. These flags are available at www.afroasiatichebrews.com. So AfroAsiatichebrews.com. Also, you can subscribe to my channel. It's Afro Asiatic Hebrew on YouTube. You see the logo right there. The logo is Afro Asiatic Hebrew. You see the menorah going from right to left. You see the menorah, you see the aleph, you see the wa, and you see the resh. And that spells or. That means the menorah reveals light. You see the lion's paw, the Lion of Yehuda or the Lion of Judah paw, and you see Africa with the Middle East where the menorah is at. So it's showing you Africa and Middle East, that's Eden, right? And our movement is called Eden Ikad. You know how you have the Pan-African movement, it just had Africa, but we have expanded the borders. We understand that the Middle East, on the so-called Middle East, is a part of Africa. Is one continent, is Eden, so it's Eden Ikad, one Eden, one Africa, Africa unite. So subscribe, like, comment. We appreciate your time and much love. Shalom, shalom.
Afro Asiatic. I'm Afro Asiatic. Hebrew Israelite of Shemitic descent. Man, she's Afro Asiatic. I'm Afro Asiatic. She's Southern, I am Central, but we still have descent.